What's up, YouTube? CliffBeats, no script, off the rip. We got a young Thundercat, George Carlin, on our hands. We got On Time. If you're new to my channel, please do me a favor. I don't think this is George Carlin's original channel, but I think that's actually what it's called, is George Carlin's original channel. Make sure you go subscribe, go throw him a like. I know he's passed away. R.I.P. to legend, the GOAT. But I'm sure his family owns the rights to that channel and receives compensation for any monetization. So please go show love, go subscribe to the artist. That's the most important part. But look at him. Look at him. The hair is magnificent. Throw him a like, go subscribe. Let's check this out. This had the most likes on my last video. You guys said On Time. I have to check out. You guys choose what I watch. So whatever, not whatever. Just do me a favor, subscribe and comment. And let me know what I have to check out. Let's go. Stay up, Mike Stan. Let's go.
Does the time bother you? I get bothered by the time.
Yeah, there's not enough time in the day. Anyways, I'm sorry.
Not so much the time itself, the people bother me for the time. People come up to me on the street. I'm sure you've had this happen to you. People come up to you and say, what time it is? Well, they might say, what time is it? I shouldn't get into these ballads. You've had people come up to you and say, what time is it? What time is it? As if you personally were responsible for keeping time? You know, I feel honored, first of all, that they thought I was the man in charge. But I do have to explain, you don't see official timekeeper on here, do you? I don't have the time, of course not. Do you have the time? That's another way they say, do you have the time? I say, no. I don't believe I do.
It's crazy how much time has changed. Because nowadays everyone has a cell phone, so you rarely hear somebody say, hey, do you have the time? You have an Apple Watch or a watch or your phone, man. It's just crazy how times have changed so quickly, too. Looks good, though, man. Man, it's crazy how fast life goes. Just enjoy the time. Give this back.
I say, no. I don't believe I do. I certainly didn't have it this morning. Did you leave it somewhere?
Smart ass.
Well, do you have the time? No, I don't have the time. I use a little of it like everyone, you know. But I don't have it. I think the Navy has it. In Washington, isn't that? They keep it in an observatory, that's right. Sure, they let out a little of it each day. Not too much. They wouldn't want to give us too much. Just enough time. Sometimes they'll say, do you know what time it is? And I say, yes. I hate to disappoint them, but there is no time. There is no time. I don't mean there's no time. I mean there's no time. When the hell is it? We made that whole thing up. There's no time. We made it up. It's a man-made invention, time. There are no numbers up in the sky. I've looked. They're not there. We made this stuff up. When is it? When the hell is it? When are we, I ask you? When are we? Sometimes we think we know where we are, but we don't really know when we are.
Yo, you're gonna send me into a psychedelic trip, dude. You feel like I'm on some shrooms right now, man. What's time? Where am I? I don't know. Ancestral plane.
Are we? Sometimes we think we know where we are, but we don't really know when we are. When the hell is it? All the time zones are different. Every calendar you run across is different. They'll all give you a different answer. These are calendars. These are made to keep track of time. Everybody's got a different one. Chinese are way up there in the 5 and 6,000s. Hebrew calendars way up in the 5 and 6,000s. We're up at about 1970 something shit. This ain't a couple of weeks these people are off. This is thousands of goddamn years that are missing, man. How did they do that? You know.
That makes me think of the Mayan calendar and how the world was supposed to end in 2012.
We don't know when the hell it is. It could be the middle of last month for all we know. I mean, time is we've got it down so perfect that every 4 years we have to stick in an extra day just to make sure it still works. And we call it February 29th. Bullshit, it's March 1st and I know it. It just feels like March 1st. You can't keep track of the time. What's the sense? Give you an example. There's a moment coming. It's not here yet. It's still on the way. It's in the future. It hasn't arrived. Here it comes. Here it is. Oh, shit, it's gone. There's no now. There's no now. Everything is the near future or the recent past. But there's no present. Welcome to the present. Gone again. It's just so imprecise. We don't even care to use the minutes and seconds and hours that we've been given. Everybody's very vague about the time. They say, what time you got? I got just after. Just after? Jeez, I must be slow. I had going on. And where did that imprecision begin? Why is it we're not so sure? I know one of the clues that happened to me was when they started telling me about moments. When I was a kid, they were trying to teach me how to tell time. And of course, you can't tell time. Time tells you. But they were trying. They were trying to show me. On the big hand, I said, I don't have a big hand. Never mind. Look at the clock. And the clock is so wonderful. There's so much emotion attached to a clock face. I hate digital clocks. Digital clocks rob me of all the emotional experience of the spatial relationships on that face of the clock. Isn't it true? I mean, don't you always feel that...
Look at those pants! Oh, yes! I'm a fan. I wouldn't rock them, but it's great to see.
On that face of the clock. Isn't it true? I mean, don't you always feel that this half hour, when it comes down from 12 down to 6, goes by a lot quicker than this half hour when it has to come up fighting gravity all the way? I know. It does go a lot quicker. God. Oh, I got this. Yeah. I'll tell you this, if I only have a half hour to live, I want it to be this one, man. Gonna last just a little bit longer than that one there. It's vague. That's all I'm saying. It's very vague how we treat time. We have all these wonderful expressions. We say now. Now is an interesting one. When? Now. You want that now? Yes. Well, would you like to try again? Or sometimes just now. Just now. Did you hear that? What? Just now. You must mean just then, don't you? Yes, just then. But there it goes again. When? Now? No, not now. No. Pardon me, do you have the time? When do you mean, now or when you ask me? This shit is moving, Ruth.
Ruth!
We had a lot of these vague terms. Right away, immediately, at once, lickety-split, just like that, nothing flat, drop of a hat, no time at all. As quick as you can say, Jack Robinson. I'm sure you've done that to people. I'll be back before you can say Jack Robinson. Jack Robinson, hi, you're not back. How about a jiffy? A jiffy. Or a flash. Which is quicker? A jiffy or a flash? I think there are 2 flashes in a jiffy myself. But God knows how many jiffies there are in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. And why did they use 2
I forgot about all these sayings.
shakes of a lamb's tail? What's wrong with the basic unit of measurement? 1 shake of a lamb's tail. We can do our own arithmetic, thank you. Belched a little there. Tried to swallow that one. Then we have words like soon.
Look at that recovery. He just says it. I do it all the time. I'll be burping, just randomly talking to you guys.
Swallow that one. Then we have words like soon. Soon. That's a very emotional word. There's a lot of potential for drama in that word soon. 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 Is your mother coming home? Uh-huh. When? Soon. Real soon. As soon as she can. Sooner than you think. That's kind of a spooky one.
Dude, I get some Alan Watts vibes, man. Like you guys are right. He's like a philosopher too, on top of a comedian. You guys said it best. I got a ring for it when I called him a genius, but he is a genius, man. I've never seen anybody like this. I feel like I'm getting a philosophy lesson, a lesson on life at the same time. It's very comedic.
Sooner than you think. That's kind of a spooky one. Sooner than I think. That's a little bit like before you know it. I'll be back before you know it. He did it. Holy Christ. Look at that. And we go on with these terms that we use, these vague terms of time. One of these days, before long, any time now, Well, that's true. Everything's going to happen any time now. Any day now. That's kind of a snotty one. Any day now. Hey, I'll be giving you that $5 I owe you, Bill. Yeah. Any day now. Sooner or later, now and then, once in a while, from time to time. In a little while. In a little while. Well, it'll just be a little while. That's a wonderful one. I just love that. It sounds so benign. Just a little while. Couldn't hurt you, could it? You can wait a little while.
It's like poetry as well. This is crazy as hell.
Just a little while. Couldn't hurt you, could it? You can wait a little while.
I'm also getting the Shining vibes. You get the Shining. The Shining.
It'll only be a little while longer. Just a little while. That's so different from a short time. Short time. Sounds almost terminal, doesn't it? You only have a short time. Whereas you have a little while. Oh, I'd rather have a little while than a short time. Yeah, we got long ways we measure time. We got vast distances of time we measure. People will say things like, kingdom come. I'm going to be standing here till kingdom come. Shit, I don't have that on my watch. Doomsday, you say? Doomsday. Till the cows come home. Well, that's an easy one to understand. That's long about dusk, isn't it? If you leave...
How do you sit there and think of this routine and this idea around time, just the concept of time?
Well, that's an easy one to understand. That's long about dusk, isn't it? If you leave them out overnight, they burst. Here's a long period of time, forever. Some people will tell you, guys, say, I've been standing on this line forever. Look at this, Dave. This man has been standing on line forever. He looks fairly fresh to me. Almost like an eternity, people will tell you. It's almost like an eternity, as if they had experience with eternities. Now, you must have a favorite period of time. I have some favorites. I just want to try a few of them on you. It isn't easy to select a favorite period of time, so many of them are attractive, but there are little periods of time that, that you might relate to. Of course, the most basic period of time I feel is 5 minutes. That seems to be the one everyone chooses. If they need to think of a period of time real quickly, they just go, 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. I'll be there in just 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes, would you please? Would you just give me 5 minutes? Were you kidding me? I could fix that shit in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That's all most people want, 5 minutes. A good, solid, nice period of time. You can do anything for 5 minutes, can't you? I mean anything. Even things you really hate. You could probably do it for 5 minutes. Hey, let's go talk to Ted. Are you kidding? Ted's an asshole. Look, just 5 minutes. Okay, let's give it 5 minutes. Not 10. 10 I can't make. Now you're getting into double digits. You're starting to fool with my head.
Full of my head since you started, but I love it. Making me think, man. This is good.
Time. 5, 10 minutes. 15 minutes is popular. You hear 15 quite a bit, but it's sort of an institutional one. It's kind of an official time period. 15 minutes. Has a touch of regulatory quality to it, doesn't it? It sounds like something you're not supposed to do or have to do for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I like 20 minutes. Doesn't that sound free compared to 15? 15 minutes. 20 minutes. I'll be back in 20 minutes. Gosh, what's he gonna do?
Oh, no! Death and Dying? Oh, I have to watch that one, man. If you guys want me to check out Death and Dying next, I'll jump on it right away for you. But you know what it had me thinking about, too? Is like how time... it moves faster or slower depending on what you're doing as well, or the situation you're in. Where 1 minute can feel like an hour, or 1 hour can feel like 1 minute. Just how this video is 11 minutes, 28 seconds long, but it felt like I watched maybe like 2 or 3 minutes because I was that intrigued and I was that into it. The concept of time goes by much faster whenever you're really like intrigued or involved in something, or not so in touch with time. I can't even speak right now. It's my seems to mess with my mind, dude. I'll be looking at time now forever, dude. Like the number 23, I'll be looking at time everywhere. Instead of just a number, it'll be just the time. Um, yeah, I mean, guys, I've said this a million times. George Carlin is a genius, and I'm realizing that. And I'm glad that you guys introduced me to him because, like I said, not only is he funny, I'm learning different perspectives on life, and he's a very intelligent man, smarter than most. And you can say whatever you want, but I mean, to be able to come up with these concepts and then to deliver these concepts like this is very inspirational to me. And it should be inspirational for a lot of others. Now I see why a lot of other stand-up comedians and people in general they say, "Oh, George Carlin was the GOAT. Yeah, he was more than just a comedian." And now it's making more sense. And it's so nice to see him, young and vibrant. I'm used to seeing him, a little bit on the older side of the spectrum. I don't want to say spectrum, but you know what I mean, like on the other side of life, I guess. Everything that I've seen, he was a bit older in. Even when I first seen him, my first time ever seeing him was on Jay and Silent Bob, the movie. I mentioned it before, and I didn't know his name. I just knew of him just because of maybe my dad mentioned his name in passing. I don't know, but I knew his name. That people would talk about him on podcasts and stuff about how amazing he was. But yeah, I'm all in, man. Whatever you guys want me to check out next, guys. I see you guys subscribing. If you keep subscribing and commenting, asking for George Carlin, I've got your back. I'll check out a lot more. I really want to see that life and death one. If you guys want that, just do me a favor, comment it, and then if it gets the most likes, that's what I go with. The request with the most likes is what I'll go with. Have a wonderful week, guys. Please stay safe. Enjoy your time. I love you. Guys, don't forget to go show support to the artist. Even if you don't want to subscribe to me, whatever the case may be, I'd love to have you, though. Make sure you go subscribe to the original channel and go throw a like and just go help out as much as you possibly can. Consider your good deed for the year. All right, just show love. Don't forget, if anybody suffers from anxiety, depression, panic attacks, PTSD, addiction, anything else like that, you're more than welcome to reach out to me 24/7, guys. I'm always here for you. Listen, I can't solve all your problems. I know that only you can solve your problems, but I'm just here if you need a shoulder to lean on or someone to talk to, or just not to be judged, man. I know what it's like to go through tough times alone, and I want to be there for you. If you want me there. If not, if you're uncomfortable with it, I totally understand. I totally get it. My Discord's up and running. You're more than welcome to go join the community, join the family. There's different forums in there for mental health, if you're into music, stand-up comedy routines, anything you want to share, you're more than welcome, guys. All you got to do is just ask the moderators if there's not a forum there that you don't have. You could ask them to, start something for you. They'll ask me, and I'll say, of course. I should tell them to do a stand-up comedy forum where people can go on there and test material and stuff. I think it's a great idea. So guys, yeah, just don't forget that you got a whole loving community here if you need somebody, okay? I love you guys. Stay safe. Have a wonderful week, and Happy New Year. I keep saying it, but have a Happy New Year, and I wish you nothing but the best this year. I really do. And yeah, just don't forget that you're not alone. I'm always here for you guys. Well, until my time is up. I got to go. CliffBeats out. Follow me to the next one.